This is the new character right here. What do they call him? Itto. Arataki Itto, to be exact. I am actually really excited for this character for a few reasons. One, they actually gave us a tough-looking male character as opposed to what the others have. Because, gotta be honest, and a unique look to him too. Not to say that the characters don't look unique, but when it comes down to the faces of the male characters, they are palette swaps, basically. You can swap the hair, the scars, the skin tones, and it's basically the same face over and over. This guy actually looks distinctive. He looks different. He looks like his own character, and I like that. Not even just with the outfit and everything else, just the facial features looks different. Because you can tell, from pick any two characters and you can palette swap them with the main character. You know, even my favorite character, man, name leaves me right now, right? No, even my favorite character, Kazuha, who I use all the time, literally just looks like the Traveler with different hair. So this is a breath of fresh air to see what's going on here. Now, he also looks like, he's actually tough. Like, you got all the male characters are like super skinny for some reason. I don't know why that is, but all of them. Now, I'm hoping this looks different because I haven't checked out any of the actual footage of the guy. Zabano, what's good, man? I haven't checked out any of the footage on him, but that's what we're about to do. We're going to check out his footage, see what he can actually do. Okay, right off the bat, he looks skinnier than he does in the leaked artwork. So I'm hoping that they update that. I'm hoping that they work on that, and because I'm like, y'all gave him a massive six-pack in the artwork, but now we're seeing he's like, no, he's not matching the leaked artwork. But let's see what he can do. Let's see what his actual animations look like. I like that. So I guess those are supposed to be his like standing still animations, but yeah, that's pretty tight. I like that. He's over here. He's the overconfident one. Except for running animations. So, Claymore user, but he's not fast. I mean, he's not slow either. That's a decent attack speed. He's faster than Chang Yun, which is good. That final hit where he kicks up the sword, though, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. He creates a pet? So his skill summons a pet. What does it do though? That's what I can't wait to find out. Okay, Gubo, Oz. Y'all got competition. Look out. Okay, his burst looks like... yeah, nothing different. Okay, interesting. So the burst didn't do anything, but it brought up an aura. So I'm wondering if that's gonna just amplify his attack, allow him to do even more. But we shall find out what that's for. But the pet I'm really interested in. What does he actually do to opponents? And what's his AI like? Because we all know that Gubo's AI, he'll sometimes attack the wrong enemy or shoot in the wrong direction. So they need to work on that with him. Let's see here. We have another video as well. Itto's kit revealed. So let's see what the leakers have found and what to expect from Itto.
Any of your time, guys, let's jump right in. Hopping over to the attack, the auto attack. We got performs up to 4 consecutive strikes. When his 4th attack hits opponents, Itto will gain 2 stacks of superlative strength, max of 5 stacks. Triggering this effect will refresh the current duration of any existing stacks. Moving on to his charge attack. When holding to initiate a charge attack, you may continuously press to use Arataki Kesegiri slashes without using any stamina. Each Arataki Kesegiri slash will consume 1 stack of superlative strength. When the final stack is consumed, Itto will unleash an especially powerful attack. When no attacks superlative super strength are available, Itto will perform a single Saichi Manji slash. Oh, I apologize if I butcher any of these words, by the way. And his plunging attack plunges from mid-air to strike the ground, damaging opponents along the path and dealing AoE damage upon impact. Moving on to his elemental skill, we've got Masatsu.
Before we even talk about that skill, so basically what they're showing is that his normal attack is going to be buffing his attack stat, in a sense. That's basically what they're saying. It's like he's amplifying his attack from normal attacks alone, not even from a skill or a burst. Okay, we're already leading in the OP area for this character. Let's see what the skill is supposed to do.
Zetsugi Akaushi Burst hurls Ushi, the young Akaushi bull, an auxiliary member of the Arataki gang, dealing geo damage to opponents. When Ushi hits opponents, it will grant Arataki Itto 1 stack of superlative strength. Ushi will remain on the field to provide support in the following ways: taunts surrounding opponents and attracts their fire, inherits HP based on a percentage out of Arataki Itto's max HP. When attacked, it will provide Arataki Itto himself with 1 superlative super strength stack. 1 stack can be gained this way once every 2 seconds. It will flee when its HP reaches 0 or its duration ends. It will grant Arataki Itto himself a superlative strength stack as it leaves. Hold. Adjust throwing angle.
Let me finish.
Dual construct, and Arataki Itto can only have 1 Ushi that he himself is deployed on the field at any one time. And moving on into his ulti, this has been leaked. This has been all over the internet.
Okay, so his skill summons a pet that buffs you on his summons, buffs you as he gets attacked, and then buffs you again as he leaves. Yeah. Yeah, this guy is going to be deadly when he releases.
Behold Itto the Evil. It's time to show him the might of the Arataki clan. For a time, Itto lets his inner raging Oni King to emerge using his Oni King's Kanabu in battle. The state is the following special properties. Normal, charged, and plunging attacks will be converted to geo damage. This cannot be overridden.
Cannot be overridden, which means he works with Bennett without any elemental screw-ups. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to hear right there. I was kind of worried for a second because I do have Bennett C6, so when he uses his special, he amplifies you, but he turns you into Pyro. And if you don't have a Pyro build, that can actually decrease your damage. So that is awesome because it's set up that way for my Pyro characters. They do amplified damage because of C6 Bennett, but that also means that I had to sacrifice using certain characters with him, especially on their certain attacks because of the turns to Pyros. This is beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. What else does it do?
Itto's attack will be increased based on his defense. His normal attack speed will also be increased. The first, second, and third combos of his normal attack will grant Arataki Itto himself 1 stack of superlative super strength when they hit opponents. Itto gains 20% elemental and physical resistance. The Raging Oni King state will be cleared when Itto leaves the field.
Wait, so his attack from his burst scales on his defense? Yeah, so basically what this is saying is you build his defense up, so he's gonna be a DPS tank. You build his defense up, and then when you hit his burst, that defense goes into his attack, and you just crush everything around you. All his attacks become geo damage, cannot be overridden by Bennett's burst, thank God, and he just wrecks everything around him. Love it. Yes, this guy does look insane. Oh man. Yeah, I'm excited too, bro. I'm excited too.
Jeez, that's awesome. Moving on into his passive talents. Forget when Arataki Itto uses consecutive Arataki Kesegiri, he obtains the following effects. Each slash causes the subsequent slash to have 10% more attack speed. Max attack speed increases 30%. Greatly increases his resistance to interruption. These effects will be cleared once he stops performing consecutive slashes. Bloodline of the Crimson Oni. Arataki Kesegiri damage is increased by 35% of Arataki Itto's defense. Woodchuck Chucked, probably my favorite passive by the way, just because of the name. When a party member uses attacks to obtain wood from a tree, they have a 25% chance to get an additional log of wood. Warrior's Burden.
Nice for
a
farming.
short time after using Masatsu Zetsugi, Akaoshi Burst, or performing a dash, Itto's normal attack combo will not be reset. Alright guys, last lane we got constellations. For C1 we've got Stay a While and Listen Up. Using Royal Descent, Behold Itto the Evil provides Arataki Itto with further buffs to superlative super strength. Using it will grant Arataki Itto 2 stacks instead. For the first second of the skill's use, 1 stack will be rounded on until a total of 3 have been added. For Constellation 2 we've got Gather Round to Brawl. After using Royal Descent, Behold Itto the Evil, each party member whose element is Geo will decrease that skill's cooldown by 1.5 seconds and restore 6 energy to Arataki Itto. A maximum of 6-second cooldown can be decreased and 24 energy restored in this manner. Horns Lowered coming through. Increases the level of Masatsu Zetsugi Akaoshi Burst by 3. Maximum upgrade levels 15. Jailhouse Bread and Butter. On the Raging Oni King state caused by Royal Descent, Behold Itto the Evil. Itto has 25% higher crit rate against opponents with equal or lower HP percentage remaining than him. 10 years of Hana Mizaka fame. Increase the level of Royal Descent. Behold Itto the Evil by 3. Arataki Itto present. Arataki Itto's charge attack deals 50% increased crit damage. Additionally, when he uses Arataki Kesegiri, he has a 50% chance to not consume stacks of superlative super strength. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, that C6 looks super busted. C4 looks freaking awesome.
Yes, I agree. C6 is busted. So, damn, increased crit attack and a chance to not consume the super strength buff that you're getting from all your other abilities, so you can just sit there and continue wrecking stuff. So, he's already a heavy hitter. He's designed to build up his defense and his HP, which means he's going to be a tank. All of his attacks goes into buffing his attacks. His skill buffs his attacks. His burst buffs his attacks, and his burst converts defense into attack, and also gives some of it to speed too. Okay, so all of that plus his constellation, which is just basically constellations boil down to one thing: it's giving him more stacks, allowing him to keep them longer, and giving him more benefits from those stacks, basically. So this is one character where as you get his constellation up, as opposed to some characters that have been coming out, his power just keeps on upscaling. He's almost like defensively, give him a shield and he'd be Zhongli defensively. That's all he's missing is a shield. That's it. But this guy is a straight up just hammer into the enemies, and it makes me wonder if there's what enemies are going to be capable of killing this guy just one-on-one. Like, give him any character that's going to heal, and he's basically unstoppable at this point, since you build him around his defense and then feed off his defense for others. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let's see what else they have to say.
C1 looks great. I think this is going to be... If you wail on this character, I really feel like you're not going to be making a mistake. I mean, obviously, I could be wrong. We're going to see the test and see how it goes. But in my own opinion, this character is looking really good so far. We've seen that over on Twitter. Arataki Itto actually received more attention than any other character ever, getting more likes, going trending, bigger than any character before in Genshin. Guys, I think this character is going to be huge. I think this character is going to be...
Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be huge. Definitely 100% agree with that. Dude, like, and when you think about team comps, it's pretty much just continuously amping up his strength. So I can definitely see Bennett using him, even though outside of his burst, the regular attack, if you have C6 Bennett, I do with fire, but that's fine. I don't really use normal attacks anyway. And then on his burst, everything goes to Geo. Another one is Kujosara. Kujosara is another character that buffs just like Bennett, and as long as you have her C2 constellation, it makes it 1,000 times easier to use her burst, her buff on other characters. And I could just see that as just her being a battery to continuously amp up his power and just have him just doing crazy damage. So yeah, I am super excited for this character. Can't wait for him to drop. My current primos, which is currently like around 8K, are being saved up just for this guy. So I'm definitely gonna be wailing on him when it comes up, definitely. But yeah, that's pretty much all the information we have on him for now. When new content, new videos come out, I'll definitely react to those as well. But yeah, Arataki Itto, man, I cannot wait for this character to drop. He's scheduled to be the first 5-star banner from what we've heard from the information of the 2.3 update that's coming late November. So after we're done with this 2.2 update, Itto's on his way.